The Limitation of Liability Act was passed by Congress in 1851. It is still used today by vessel owners to try to limit their liability to the post-incident value of their vessel. What does this mean? If there is a maritime disaster or tragedy where a vessel sinks, a vessel owner can try to use the Limitation of Liability Act to actually limit its liability to the post-incident value of that vessel, which is oftentimes zero. They are required to give notice to potential claimants, and they are required to deposit in federal court the value of the vessel plus what's called its pending freight. After they make this deposit and give notice to claimants, a federal judge will provide a specific deadline for people affected by the incident, family affected by the incident, if the incident involves the loss of life, to file claims in the limitation action. We have handled a variety of limitation of liability cases up and down the West Coast. And in each of these limitation of liability cases, the question we frequently get is, I'm dealing with this tragedy, and I understand that the vessel owner just sued, and they're serving me with a lawsuit? It's often complete confusion, and that's understandable, because when you're dealing with a loss of a loved one or dealing with a serious injury, the last thing you want to be served with is a limitation complaint in federal court that you need to act on. This deadline is important to meet, and once claimants meet this deadline, there are avenues that we pursue to stay the limitation action, essentially pausing the limitation action so that the claimants, the people, can pursue a case in state or federal court to a jury. See, it's important. In a limitation action, there is no right to a jury trial. A limitation action is reversed in many ways from a normal case because you have a vessel owner, a defendant, filing a lawsuit proactively soon after an incident, a tragedy, to try to limit its liability. Oftentimes it seems callous that a vessel owner would be so quick to file a limitation of liability action. Know that we have the experience to defend these claims. Know that we have the experience to stay a limitation action so that you can pursue your claims and your case to a jury.